A few days ago, I put out a tweet, I put out an Instagram post and said to you all, send me your dart setups for a video, the actual darts themselves, not like your board, sorry. And this is the video for it. We got loads of responses on the tweet. We didn't actually get any on Instagram, so these are all from Twitter. I've screenshot the actual tweet, so all of you get actual mentions in this. But yeah, we've got a few here. I think we've got 12 or 13 to review. First, I want to talk about my setup and just, where I got them from. I'm not going to be, obviously, ranking everyone's setups or giving them a score out of 10, but I'm just going to talk a bit about each one, about a minute for each one, so I can give my opinion, because I think it'd be nice. I think it'd be fun. Right, so let's start with my setup. So, this is my setup, as you can see on screen now. I've changed setups multiple times over the years, and I've finally found a setup that I've really stuck with. So I currently use the Laura Turner Cosmo Discovery label dart in 26 gram. I use these because I hold my dart at the back quite a lot, and they have a lot of grip at the rear, which I like. Obviously, it makes my throwing much easier. Then I use the Winmore Intermediates. I've actually finally pronounced Winmore correct. Loads of you have been telling me to pronounce it correct. And yeah, I've been happy that I like the little bit of grip, a few rings at the bottom of it. I use custom flights, which I got from Darts Corner, which say Jack the Professor on them. I did sometimes use K-flexes, but I preferred intermediates. And I didn't have an intermediate set of K-flex, but I probably will try them out in the future. Right, let's move on to our first setup today, which is from the really nice, lovely, he's coming on the podcast, Kurt at Matador Darts. So, Kurt uses his own Matador Darts originals in 23 grams, 95% tungsten, so strong tungsten content. I love the 75 micron flights. It looks like he's punched his flights through, which obviously making them much easier. Flights falling out is a massive problem, so I recommend a flight hole punch to anyone who needs them. Medium shafts, they suit some people, they don't. I used to use this extra long shaft from St Helens Dart Shop, which I used when I used the Beau Grieve darts, and I didn't get on with them, so I switched back to intermediate and they worked. And custom points, they're brilliant. You can find what suits you. They're brilliant. I don't really have other words apart from how good custom points are. Eagle Darts do lots of custom points. I will probably leave their link in the description below. Right, on to the next setup, which has been sent in to us by Jack Bowman, a massive supporter of the channel, like Kurt. He set me up the interview with Tom Sykes for my podcast, and he helps with the ADL a lot. I'm hopefully going to be doing some commentary for that at some point. Yes, he uses the Tom Sykes Customs 22 grams, the eye emoji suggesting that maybe we'll see them in the future. But they look lovely, lots of grip at the front and the back, with a lot of grip at the front. The points look lovely, and the flights, I can't tell, they kind of look like Condor Axes, 120s. I'm not sure if I've got that right, sorry Jack. But yes, these are from Unicorn. These look a great dart. I'm loving the bit in the middle where there isn't much grip, because a lot of people like that. Often brands put their logos there, but these look like a absolutely brilliant setup from Jack, and I guess Tom as well in that part. So we move on to our next setup, which has been sent in by Tim at Zippy Saturn. So he uses the Love Darts UK with default points. Once again, a lot of people, as he mentions, can't get the points out. I haven't repointed my Laura Turner darts yet, but I think I am going to, hopefully in the next month or two. But this is where it gets interesting. The Cosmo Dart Fit Flights, actually I didn't mention it when talking about my setup. I used them for a few months and I got on really well with them. Very few places stock them, to be fair, but they work amazing. I haven't tried out the Fit Flight Airs yet, but the Fit Flight, I thought there was a really good setup. Often they spin when you get in the board, and it avoids deflections. It makes you have a lot less deflections. I love the shape of the barrel here. They look really, really nice. I love the little rings in the middle as well. Great darts from Tim. Let's move on to the next setup, which is from Combot. I'm really sorry, Congror, I've cut off the top of your screenshot accidentally. These has to be probably the most interesting darts that were sent in for this video. £15 setup, and a lot of people won't have ever seen anything like this. 22 gram smooth darts. Not much grip. I don't get on with smooth darts, I never have. Obviously, Congror does. And look at those points, 50mm points. They match the dart really nicely. And designer stems and flights, simple but effective. I also love that there's no grip on the shafts as well, stems, whatever you like to call them. Perfect. £13. Those were at a Black Friday sale. I want to know where you can get darts on sale, because darts is not a cheap sport to get into at all. A crazy setup, but I love it. Our next setup today is from Flexiboards. For those of you who don't know Flexiboards, it's like a movable dartboard which helps to suit young players from all around the globe, and it really aids development. They're brilliant. Scott Williams, 25 grams, a great dart. As I've mentioned, I love the grip at the back, which I probably would. It's a dart that I know would suit me as well. Storm points obviously take away that kind of bit where the barrel goes into the point. They're used by a lot of people now, and the clear short condors. They look absolutely brilliant. I love the setup. I think the points match the flights as well as the barrel there, and that little bit at the front allows for a lovely the front of the barrel. Allows for a lovely follow through in the board. Cracking setup. I think it's really good. On to our next setup, which is from the really nice and supportive Stuart McNally. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He's very supportive of the channel. He retweets a lot of stuff. Phil Taylor Gen 8s. A lot of people collect like the whole of the Phil Taylor sets from Gen 1 to Gen 10, I believe, at the moment. 22 grams, I use heavy, I use 26. 22 grams, I got along with, then I moved to 24, then 26. Once again, the dart shape, almost bomb style. I think that's what they're called. Sorry, I don't really have much knowledge of that. Gen 8 stems, they look really nice. I love the kind of thickness at the bottom before they go thin. Happens with the fit flights as well. Harrow standard flights, perfect. Got the Scottish flag on. I know Jack Langston loves the kind of Union Jack flights, and 30mm points, which suit a lot of people very nicely. A lot of people like kind of short points like that. I'm kind of in the middle. 36mm is where I'm sometimes at. So into our next setup, we have KJ Darts, who plays in the GDL. He uses, actually I want to point out this, Unicorn level 6 darts, which are James Wade endorse, and 23 grams. I love darts which aren't just set player darts. A lot of people, especially kind of people who are trying to get into the game of darts, who are very much like, oh, the player's got a big brand, I'll go with their darts. Their darts seem good. So I like, the Belides, Target Belides. Is it Orbs, I believe, is dart, very popular. I think if you're picking a dart which doesn't have a player's name on it, it means, you're advanced, the game a lot. Mission Sniper Points, one of the biggest points companies out there, Mission, and the snipers are really well popular at the moment as well. Intermediate K-Flex, black, I love the black K-Flex, black and the clear are my favourite. Great darts from KJ there, good luck with JDL season. So, our next setup is from Brian Mallon, These darts, the RVB Echoes, are really popular at the moment, especially as well with his kind of anniversary style darts. 25 grams, a lovely weight, and the Icon short stems really match the dart themselves. Number 2 flights, Echo, it's a set, they match really nicely. I also think that orange stem would also suit the Danny Noppert darts quite a lot. I think, Danny Noppert at the moment uses clear orange. I think they'd also suit. I love the blacked out style of the barrel here. Really good darts from Brian, and he's using a target board as well. Cracking setup. I love how the colour matches on these as well. The actual barrel shape, I like the little rings of grip. They're definitely a grippy dart, and obviously the barrel shape, it kind of goes thicker. near the bottom. Good setup from Brian there. Our next setup is from... Sorry, I'm trying to record this in one go. Our next setup today is from... Gareth Braemar. Sorry, my sound kind of went weird there. I was also just waiting for it to load. What he retweets on and stuff, likes on and stuff. Thank you for that, Gareth. I love this setup. The Axe 120 in short. I like the purple colour, the kind of purple lilac-y colour of these. Match, with the 42mm points. A really nice length of point, helps your dart go in without making too many holes in your board like Simon Whitlock famously does. They're pretty simple barrels. Loxley always bring out lovely barrels, and I really like the Enforcers. Straight, simple, lots of grip. If you're looking for a grippy dart, I highly recommend Loxley darts, because even they produce a wide range of darts. We saw the Robins. The Enforcers, though, are great if you're getting into darts or you found darts that suit you. The Enforcers do that very well. They're very similar to the Red Dragon. Is it Javelins? I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. And one of our final setups, if not our final setup, is from Clive. I love this dart, and I'll explain why. So the black and the red, it's dartboard colours. It goes really nicely. The little red rings, I think, bring the dart to life, and I love the skull. I think that it adds that bit of kind of dynamic to the dart. Points, 5 point points, they match really well, especially the little dots at the points there. They match really well with the actual dart themselves. Short stems, I don't get along with them really. I'm more of an intermediate person. Looks like the ring, looks like it could have been punched. The flight, brilliant, helps to stop bounce outs, and I love the case. Phil Taylor flights, they match the dart really well. Harrows have brought out some cracking darts recently. The Luke Woodhouse ones are used a lot by people. So are these Ryan Searle ones. 30 grams, it's heavy, but it's nice. Jamie is our next setup here. He hasn't actually mentioned what the darts actually are, but I think I'm gonna... their target, definitely, because of the logo here, could be maybe like a Blide. The points, lovely. Actually, they do look like the Gabriel Clemens darts a bit. The points reduce that kind of... reducing the distance between the actual barrel and the nose into the point. And they look like K-Flex. They're almost like pear shape, a little. I don't really know the best way to describe them. My apologies, Jamie. But that is, I believe, if I've got that right, it is the end of the setups. Thank you all so much for sending in all your setups. I think they're all brilliant. Thank you for taking the time to send them in. If you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. I'm trying some new editing out at the moment, so if you could provide any feedback at all, also be great. See you in the next video.